Lots again on the economy in today's Russian papers. Nezavisomaya Gazeta. In June, the Russian car market kept up its 25% fall. Because of expensive credit, the central bank has crashed car sales and manufacturing. Sales of new cars in Russia in June may have fallen by a quarter. Car dealers do not believe demand will return this year. Meanwhile, the Russian government has promised to solve the crisis in the coal industry in 2026. Russian officials are hoping for a rise in global prices, although this contradicts international forecasts. Moskovsky Komsomolets. Russians with credit cards are struggling more and more to pay off their debts. According to data at the start of the summer, 8.3 million Russians were more than 90 days late in settling credit card arrears. On the 1st of January, the figure was 7.7 million people. A year ago, even less, 6.9 million. And again, we read about the rise in utility bills. From the 1st of July 2025, utilities and communal services are now on average 15% more expensive in Moscow. Electricity tariffs have gone up 23%. Kommersant. Industry notes a fall in demand. June 2025 was the most alarming month for Russian manufacturing industry in 3 years. The S&P Global Russia Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, PMI, collapsed to 47.5 from 50.2 in May. A fall below 50 signals a drop in business activity. The main problems in June were related to demand. The volume of new orders fell sharply on the domestic and external markets. Izvestia. Wage arrears in Russia have tripled. By the end of the first quarter of 2025, wage arrears in Russia had tripled, according to a report by the General Confederation of Trade Unions. Referencing official data, they note that at the end of 2024, arrears equalled 0.5 billion rubles, rising to 1.5 billion by the end of March. However, according to the union's own calculations, the real figure at the end of the first quarter was much higher, 2.4 billion. Mind you, here's a front-page story to take your mind off economic problems. The Russian government paper Rossiyskaya Gazeta leads with where, how and how much can school children earn in the summer holidays. And talking of holidays, in 2026 Russians will get 27 days off in national bank holidays. That's almost 1 month of extra time off. The New Year break will last 12 days, from the 31st of December to the 11th of January. And while we're here, foreigners in Russia who don't hand over their biometrics will have their mobile connections cut. Due to a change in the law, foreigners can only sign a contract with a mobile phone operator after registering in the unified biometric system. Meanwhile, Kommersant describes the current tension between Moscow and Baku as the most serious crisis in relations between Russia and Azerbaijan since the end of the Soviet Union.